Magic 96, your one-stop shop for all things movies. From reviews to unboxings and collections, I'm here to celebrate the magic of cinema. Now, let's roll the film. Today we're breaking down and reviewing episode 2 of season 2 from The Last of Us. Now, quick disclaimer, I've never played the video games, so I won't be doing any game to show comparisons. But what I can tell you is that you might want to keep some tissues close by. This one's a heartbreaker. We kick things off with Abby dreaming about the day she found her father dead. In the dream, she tells herself not to go into the room where Joel murdered him. A haunting scene that really drives her revenge arc forward. I have to say, I hadn't seen Catelyn Deaver in anything before this, but wow, she absolutely kills it here. Incredible performance. Abby and the other Fireflies are held up in a house overlooking Jackson, Wyoming. Abby is laser focused on finding Joel, but the others seem less confident, mostly because of Jackson's massive gates and tight security. No one dares challenge her, though. You can tell they're afraid of her, and that fear comes into play later in this episode. Meanwhile, Jesse stops by Ellie's garage and wakes her up for patrol. She surprises him by saying she wants to go with Joel, but he's already left with Dina. Now, this is where it becomes more obvious to me that Ellie knows the truth about Joel killing all those people at the hospital in Salt Lake City. I speculated about it in episode 1. Her coldness towards Joel hinted at it, but this episode pretty much confirmed it without saying it. I'm guessing we'll eventually see a flashback of Joel confessing, which means more Pedro Pascal, and honestly, hell yeah to that. Tommy is prepping the town for emergency drills, and Maria brings Seth and Ellie together so he can apologize for his slur in the last episode. A small but important character moment. Then, Jesse and Ellie take shelter in an abandoned 7-Eleven during a snowstorm, which used to be a weed growing spot. While exploring, Ellie finds Eugene's Firefly dog tag. If you remember from last episode, Eugene was Gail's husband, played by Catherine O'Hara. Abby, still tracking Joel and Dina, ends up sliding down a snowy hill, loses her gun, and accidentally wakes up to a massive horde of infected. Now, I'm not sure how they woke up. Were they hibernating? Did her movement trigger something in the ground? Or did they just smell her? Let me know your theories in the comments. I'd love to hear your take. As Abby crawls between a fence and a house, trying to escape, the suspense and horror are palpable. And just when all hope seems lost, Joel saves her, which of course comes back to haunt him. Dispatcher Amy radios to locate Joel, and Jesse hears it, prompting him and Ellie to head out into the storm. What follows is pure chaos, an insane battle between townspeople and infected. Zombies getting gunned down, barrels exploding, bullets flying everywhere. The action in this episode is turned all the way up. What's really happening about the infected in the show is how they're not your typical slow, dumb zombies. They're fast, aggressive, and smart. At one point, they start flanking the town through a weak spot in the wall, and yes, they evolve over time, which is another terrifying twist. A mutated, disgusting-looking infected focuses on Maria, but Tommy lures it into a corner and torches it with a flamethrower. Now, for a second, I thought he was done for, but he survives just barely. As Joel sees the fire in the distance, he wants to return to town, but there's no way they'll make it in time, between the cold and the infected. So Abby suggests they head to her hideout. Because of the freezing cold, Dina ends up getting frostbite on her left hand. Once Abby gets them inside, she reveals Joel's identity, and just like that, the trap is sprung. Dina is knocked out with a needle. Joel tells Abby he saved her life, but that doesn't change anything. She shoots him in the leg and then brutally beats him with a golf club. His final line, "Oh, just shut the fuck up and do it already." Even in the face of death, Joel doesn't flinch. What a badass. I honestly thought maybe one of the Fireflies would stop it. They looked really uncomfortable the whole time. Or maybe Ellie and Jesse would save the day. But nope. Ellie arrives just in time to witness Joel's final blow. And Bella Ramsey is phenomenal here. Her scream, gut-wrenching. The pain, the rage, the heartbreak, you feel everything in that moment. She promises to kill Abby as the Fireflies leave. At first, I wasn't super excited about another cat and mouse revenge arc. We just saw Abby hunting Joel, and now it's Ellie hunting Abby. But after sitting with it, I've come around. Joel's death felt earned. It wasn't random. His past finally caught up with him, and honestly, this is a much more impactful way for him to go than just getting bit by a random infected. That's why I'm giving this episode a solid 5 out of 5. What did you think of this week's episode? Did you like the way Joel's death played out? And where do you think the series goes from here? And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, check me out on Instagram at MovieMagic1996. Thank you so much for everything, and go watch a movie or TV show today.